If you want to make a recipe that you've never tried before, don't do it while drinking this stuff. Okay, this is what we are doing. We are making a lemon cake, and we're going to make some lemon glaze frosting to put on the top when the cake is still hot. Now, I have already put together the cake mix and 1 cup of water, 3 eggs, and 1/2 cup of coconut oil. Now, you mix that all together in a big bowl. And then the only cake pan I had was a bundt cake pan. So I put it in the bundt cake pan, and the timer was for 30 minutes just to see. But I had a friend tell me that you put a toothpick in it, and if toothpick is dry, that means it's already too late. The cake will be dry. So if you put a toothpick in there and the toothpick is still wet, that means you need to turn the oven off, and then you just let the cake finish cooking while the oven is not on, and then this cake's going to be moist. So when I took the cake out, it was still just too runny inside, like a liquid. So I figured, well, what I'll do is just like cave the top in a little bit, and it was still kind of liquidy. Let me see if I can find it. Just get a pan holder. Come over here and get something to pick up that pan with. Here it is, right here. All right, now see, you pull the pan out. Be careful not to get yourself burned. I just caved in a little bit, and then I put it back in here, and I'm going to cook it some more so that liquidy stuff in the middle can get done. And then we're going to just see how it turns out. It's not going to be like a regular cake, but we're going to make this, at least it won't be dry. Now, all right, let's come over here. Leave it in there until the inside gets a little bit dry. Cooked. All right, now let's come over here, and we have making some lemon glaze. Now, I know you're supposed to have confectioner's sugar and some unsalted butter and some lemon juice. This is from 2 lemons squeezed into here. I picked out the seeds. I hope I got all the seeds out. Now, we're going to mix up this butter and confectioner's sugar, and I think it's supposed to be melted, but I already put it in the sugar, so it's too late to melt it. So I'm just going to see if I can make it squish up with the mixer. Or maybe I'll put this liquid in there and it'll make it turn into something that I can put on a cake. Now, we have to get the cake out, and when it's hot, and my friend told me you have to put the glaze on there when it's hot so that it'll melt. It's not going to be like frosting. That's what makes it glaze, because it's going to melt because the cake is hot. So, now I just got to figure out. I'm going to go ahead and pour this in here and stir it up. Let's see what happens. All right, here we go. Let's pour it in. And we're trying not to get the seeds. If we get some seeds, we're just going to pick them out, because we don't want seeds in our frosting or in our glaze. Now just pour it in there. Uh-oh, I think I got some seeds in there. All right, I got to pick out those seeds. So let me see if I can pick out those seeds. Okay, where did the seeds go? All right, I think I'm going to have to pick them out and get it on the cake. All right, now, so what I'm going to do is come over here and see when this cake is done. I put the thermometer in there, and it still wasn't 165 degrees yet for that, because there's egg in there. So I think I'm going to take it out, and whenever it gets 165 degrees, then I'll know that the egg is safe to eat. And then I don't know what I'm going to do with the rest of that cake. Just kind of like, I don't know, maybe I'll turn it upside down on a plate and put the glaze on there then. Even though my friend didn't take it out of the pan, it's supposed to leave it in the pan so it doesn't get dry. But, alright, I'm going to pause for right now and wait for this cake to get 165 degrees in the middle, so I'll know the egg is done, and then we're going to try putting that frosting on, that glaze on there, see if it melts. If it melts, then we'll see what we have. Alright, let's just see what turns up. Okay, alright, we'll come back in a minute. Bye-bye for now. Okay, we are back. Now, I'm just getting tired of waiting on this thing, and it's never going to get done. So go ahead and just probably take it out and see. It might be 165 degrees now, so I can get it out of here. All right, trying to. Crap! Don't try to get it out with one hand. You have to have two hands. But see, when you gotta hold the camera, that makes a problem. All right, I'm gonna put the camera down so I can take the cake out of the oven with two hands. Okay, just hang on. Okay, this cake is done. Whether it's done or not, it's done. Right, now let me just check and see if we can eat it. I'm going to put this 130, put the thermometer in here. Okay, it's 172, 181, 185, 188, 189, 190, 191, 192. Okay, as long as it's like 165, it's done. We can eat the eggs in there. Okay, so let's take this thing out. And it doesn't look like it's dry. I think what I'm going to do is just put the glaze on top of it. Try it like this now. What I need to do is, okay, I have to come over here. Now, one time I had stirred up the stuff and it went all over the counter. So this time I'm going to stir it up in the sink. So if it goes everywhere, okay, now I think there's probably too much lemon juice in there. I'm going to put some more sugar, and maybe that butter will melt when we put it on the cake, because the cake is hot. So anyway, I've never done this before, so I'm going to pause the camera so I can put some more sugar in there and pick out the seeds and see what happens. Okay, hang on for a minute. Okay, we put more sugar. Now, here we go. Let's see if it... Okay, I forgot to put the vanilla extract in there, or the almond. I think you put almond in there, but anyway, it'll probably be good with just sugar and butter. I'm just going to put it on here and see if it turns to a glaze or something that looks like it'll be good to eat. I think there's no rain on here. I don't think it's going to melt really, but we'll see. I think I'm going to give a spoon and spread it out. Okay, anyway, let me pause so I can spread that out. Okay, bye. Okay, the final result is, I know it doesn't look like much, but I'm going to tell you, This stuff is really, where's the camera? It's really good. It tastes really good. So anyway, this is how to make the lemon cake with lemon frosting. It's on here somewhere, other side. So with lemon frosting glaze with confectioner's sugar, lemon juice, and unsalted butter. So thank you for watching.